symbolizing this, take your time and to consider that. Though our thugs ain't here, the love is here. When we go reptile, slugs kill us here. This for my dogs, stuck in the struggle, trying to gain. Smoking trauma, sniffing around while selling cocaine. Trapped in the game, not knowing how to stop and get by. Living alive, so instead they live it to die. Can we please?
C Stu's podcast. There we go. We here. Good morning, man. Good morning. I got to talk to y'all about my night. I got to talk to y'all first and say good morning to you. Welcome to C Stu's podcast morning show with Andre Mulligan. Definitely see everything. What happened? It's not doing it?
It's not connecting.
It's not connecting?
Mm-hmm.
What's it doing?
It's not filming.
It's not filming? Oh, hold on.
It's like, bro, it won't read the button. I pressed, I think the connection is bad. So it's not loading it and starting.
Oh, something changed. All right. Here you go. Okay. Sorry, man. Let me start this over. Sorry about that. Let's start this over. Ready?
That couldn't run whenever the Reaper came.
Let's go.
Get 'em, can we please some liquor?
Sorry, man. Stuff was messed up, man.
Symbolizing this.
Good morning, man. C Student Podcast. This is episode 41, man. We are going hard right here, right now with the C Students Podcast. Follow Andre Mulligan on YouTube. And I always ask people, definitely follow me on YouTube. Share my videos, share everything. Can y'all see me good? We good out there? We good back there? All right, I'm looking good. All right, so what I want to do, I want to review Coming to America. I've seen Coming to America 1. If you never seen Coming to America 1, watch it. Legendary, one of the best shows ever. One of the best, not shows, but movies ever. And Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, they end up revamping episode 2, 30 years later. So last night I watched it and I'm like, I was happy, but disappointed. I was very, very happy to see Eddie Murphy back out there, Arsenio Hall, looking like somebody grandma. You can tell who lives the best. You can really tell by looking at Eddie Murphy, but also at the same time, I don't know if it was the lighting or not, but Eddie Murphy looked like Rasputia the whole movie until like the last 5 minutes. Like his face was so dark, and it was like the camera, it's like they did not like the camera. Now, anyone that knows theater, that knows directing, I don't know that. But this is what I would say, is that the lighting was so bad. And when you saw Eddie Murphy, you just saw this sad king. You know, you saw this sad king that he didn't even look like he was in love with Lisa no more. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a typical husband. But this is 30 years later, and you see Eddie Murphy, and you like, damn, Eddie old. You know what I'm saying? We forget, people get old. We know that people are going to get old. But you got to get old, and you got to get old gracefully, and hopefully that when you do get on camera again, that everything appeals to you, that you're matching, that you're looking sexy, that everything's just always there. So I think Eddie Murphy did look like he was 58. You know what I'm saying? But black don't crack. You don't supposed to look your age. You should either look younger or way older, but never look your age. You can't. That's not a balance. Nobody shouldn't look their age. Somebody shouldn't look at you and be like, "You look 12." Yeah, you look 12. No, they don't. They gonna say you look 15 or you look 8 or 9. No one tells your age, and we all know this. So I'm checking it out. I'm like, okay. And then Arsenio Hall comes in. I don't know what bro went through, but I know Eddie Murphy needs to let him live on his back house or something, because Arsenio Hall looked like he'd been living in a car in LA for the last 30 years. That's how bad he looked. And it's sad because when you first seen, I believe that Arsenio Hall has not been happy since the Arsenio Hall show was canceled. The original Arsenio Hall show was canceled. And when you look at Arsenio Hall, I see someone that got blackballed for just being outspoken to help. And a lot of people don't understand what Arsenio Hall was. Basically the first Anderson Cooper. You know what I'm saying? He was the first Trevor Noah. He was the first Jon Stewart. But he's a black man. They didn't give him that opportunity because everyone loves Arsenio. If you gonna have somebody do night show or a TV show or something like that, it needs to be Arsenio Hall because black people and white people evenly love Arsenio Hall. They love that man. And we do love Arsenio Hall because he was a voice to the black media and to the hip hop that we did not have. He was not like, if you know what Arsenio Hall done for the black community, he should have a statue. He should be out there and number one broadcasters ever. You know, when you talk about your Larry King and your Barbara Walters, if you're not putting Arsenio Hall in there, then you're wrong because he's just as big as Oprah Winfrey. He just doesn't have that money. So when I saw him in this movie, I realized how bad America has made this. You know, how bad, every time I get on here, I gotta plug my computer up because it's going bad. But when you see Arsenio Hall, if you know him, you just feel bad. You're like, God damn, this nigga is on crack. He's on something, or he's just drinking. It's one of those. He's drinking real bad, or he has a habit that no one knows about. It could be gambling or something, or he just really, really, really need to be back out there on television, man. Because I miss you, bro. I miss you, and to me, you look like shit in this movie, and it was not Arsenio Hall worthy. I felt like I was watching a Tyler Perry version of Coming to America too. And then you go to the Queen, which is, what was her name? Lisa looked like an angry black woman the whole fucking movie for no reason. I'm like, you light-skinned. You supposed to be smiling just being light-skinned. You supposed to be all right. If anybody remember Lisa, this is the battle between dark-skinned and light-skinned. Her sister on the original Coming to America was so fucking beautiful. Well, she was a slut. So that's why they took her out, that her being with Hakeem, because she was a slut and she came on too strong. But also you notice that he didn't want any of the dark-skinned women the whole movie. Every single woman that basically hit on him was shut down again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's saying poor connection again. Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
If you can't just keep checking it, like every few seconds, just check it if possible. I know you're working out shit. No, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry. If it cuts off, I'll just have to figure it out. Sorry about that, man. I'm having some technical difficulties, and my camera keeps cutting off on the other one. But and I'm saying this, and I want people to understand the reason why I'm about to talk about Lisa the way I am. And you can turn the light up if you need to, if you need to make it lighter. When I think about Lisa, you have to understand psychologically the the downfall of Coming to America when it went to dark-skinned and light-skinned. And if y'all remember the lady, was it Tracy or whatever? I forgot her name. But she, you good. But you don't have to chill. Cool. You good? You all right?
What's up?
What's up, homie?
What's up?
Oh, you sitting in? You and the audience is sitting in? Okay, how y'all doing? Hey. When I look at, let's go to, oh yeah, I'm about to break this movie down. I'm about to break Coming to America down so bad. And y'all might not like me after this, but I gotta be honest. So when you think about Lisa in Coming to America, Lisa in Coming to America 2, like I said, she looked like the angry black woman the whole movie, and they just portrayed her that way, just coming off, just when you see her. So Eddie Murphy, like there was no smile. Y'all remember that amazing Eddie Murphy Hakeem smile? You remember when it first came on? So when Come to America, and this, let's go ahead and break it down that way. I'm gonna break it down. So the intro coming in, you watch the original Coming to America, it comes in, it's like, ooh, 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 come on, yeah. And it's beautiful. And I'm literally, when I'm watching this, I'm thinking of, I've never been to this place. I haven't been to Africa. I haven't been here. I'm tearing up because it was a beautiful scene. And I'm from the hood. And when you see this, you're like, oh my God, this movie's about to be so amazing. And it goes in and you have them setting up, and you have Hakeem, them setting up, and you have them setting the tone, and they're about to wake Hakeem up. And when they wake him up, Eddie Murphy on original Coming to America, man, he wakes up with this smile that is just so amazing. That's the America that we want. That's my fault. That's the black male that we want America to see. If we want America to see this amazing, beautiful black man that is out here getting murdered by black men, by black people, and also by cops. So when you see, excuse me, man, sorry. Oh, thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Oh, here you go. Thank you. So, oh, there you go. So when you see, and the reason why I'm turning up, because they destroyed a movie that I fucking love. And they really destroyed Coming to America. So let's go back to this opening scene when Eddie Murphy, when Hakeem wakes up, you see this smile. And when you see that smile, you see royalty. You see why we are considered kings. You see that in original Coming to America, when that movie comes on, you see, oh my God, this is so fucking beautiful. Why do we live in America? Why do we live in America? When you see the original Coming to America, you look at it, you say, me as a black person, I need to live in Africa, because that's the original Wakanda is Coming to America. That is no superhero. Hakeem, Jeffrey Joffers, the woman, Semi, the fighting scene, that was Wakanda without magic. That was Wakanda without petroleum. That is just beautiful black, like African. That is Africa. You see this, you see that is kingdom. That is kingship. That is a queen. When you saw his mother on Coming to America, you was like, that is a queen. The way she held her head up, the way she moved, the way she spoke. It was not a talk. It was a, this is the reason why I say this, because we as black people, we always still walked with our heads up. And we walked with that kingship, that honor, that, ooh, I'm there. So even when you think of the butler, which now we look at it as a butler, but his assistant that was helping, that woke him up, that, you know, when he asked him, was like, hey, as a 21-year-old man, can I go and Babe by myself. He was like, funny. That was a funny scene right there, right? Because you're like, oh shit, that is crazy. And then he clapped like, man, I don't give a shit what you say, boy. You are a king. You a prince. Get in there, bathroom. When the women were washing him, I did not sexualize them. And I honestly mean that. They were beautiful. The ass wasn't so big. The breast wasn't so. I honestly did not look. Huh? They natural? Okay, natural. No. I don't want to say natural. No, this is the reason why I don't want to say natural. Because I don't think we ever needed to use the word natural. That was just black people. That's us. That's our body. It's not natural. That to me, that's not. I think natural is forcing you to take away someone's just genetics. You know what I'm saying? I think that's you. If I look at it, oh, that's her. She don't work. I honestly never looked at gym bodies growing up. You know what I'm saying? You like fitness bodies. I didn't have to think. I didn't even, when I watched this movie, even though I was young, I didn't look at these women as like sexual objects. I looked at, damn, they're beautiful, and they're washing this man up, and he's not even paying attention to him. He's just whatever. Even if he was having sex with them, he didn't even sexualize the women in that way, nor did they do it the whole actual Coming to America. Women were never sexualized as the sister came off as a slut. And then you had the one girl in the bar scene that was like, I'm into the group thing. But you didn't see slutty. It was just, they being women, they being men. But the kingship and the honor and the flower scene when he's walking across the petals, that shit was just so natural and organic. And you're looking at so naturally organic, if that's the new word that we seeing, is, I hate that word. I hate natural. I hate organic, because organic means that there's no pesticides. There's no, what about shit just grow? I thought it's from the earth. You know what I'm saying? I don't like natural organic. I think that's from the earth. I always thought vegetables was just from the earth. And I thought that when you start putting pesticides and formalizing and shit like that on, yeah, then that's a GMO. Then that's that side. But I hate these new words, the new terms, the new say this, say that, say this, and the politically correct stuff, because that's what not only ruined this film, Coming to America 2, but it took away innocence. And I think that's the reason why, and I always tell people the reason why I came up with C students, because I think when we were C students, when we were in middle school and in elementary, I think we viewed the world from our own eyes, and no one forced us to do that. And you're looking at Coming to America, the first 20 minutes, to me, was way better than a whole Coming to America 2. Because of the ability to make us want that. When I looked at Coming to America 1, I wanted that. I just wanted to go to Africa. I was like, this shit is, I want to go to Africa. I can live there. I can go. This is a beautiful place. I want to go there. And you look at the father, you look at King Jaffe, James Earl Jones, and in the original movie, he stood for something. And in the original movie, James Earl Jones not only stood for just his king, but you saw a black man with a regular, strong black voice. James Earl Jones' voice is just, when you think about granddaddies, you think of James Earl Jones' voice. It was powerful, very, very powerful. And then Come to America 2, his voice is weak. He gotta threaten people. He literally has to threaten people for people to understand he's a king. He didn't have to do that in original Coming to America, you saw it in his buildup. You saw it in the way he looked. You saw it in the way he talked. You saw the wife in the way her demeanor, her energy. So are we saying in Coming to America, too, that a light-skinned queen is weaker than a dark-skinned queen? Because in Coming to America 1, the mom was like Auntie Viv. She was like the original Aunt Viv on Fresh Prince. She was like Felicia Rashad on The Cosby Show. That black woman that, I'm a mom. You that's strong, that's power, that's wit. Hey, go and work out. We're good. We're good. Go ahead and work out. We're good. You saw that. In Coming to America 2, you literally looked at her and you was like, number one, she didn't age good as a woman. Not only just a woman, but as a light-skinned woman. So, which means that they didn't try to doll her up. They really didn't go out to doll this woman up. And they could do that. If they could do that shit on Housewives of Atlanta, if they could do Cardi B on that, the queen should have looked it like a queen. She didn't look like a queen. She didn't look like Murray Mackle. And that's the thing about it, because when you look at Murray Mackle from fucking Long Beach, and you look at now that this lady, she should have maintained her beauty. And they did not maintain her beauty in this movie. They made it, number one, natural, right? So you don't have to put on a lot of makeup to glam a woman up. You don't have to do that. Just do her and make her look right. Put on a little bit lipstick. Look, she is a queen. The queen don't supposed to look like a regular chick, regardless if he discovered her from Queens. She still reaps the benefits of being a queen. You supposed to look good. You supposed to age good. You don't supposed to fucking age like you've been living on the streets. Everybody in the movie aged like they been living on the streets except for Eddie Murphy. And you're like, God damn, 30 years has been a long time. How do you want to look in 30 years? Right? 20 years. How do you want to look? That's really where it falls down to. So that's diet, right? So now if you want to say, okay, this shows you that diet needs to be really focused on and maintaining status out here. Some of these motherfuckers had their original Coming to America picture as their IMDb on. I'm like, you haven't been casted in a movie since Coming to America 30 years ago was your last gig? 30 years ago? You have no updated pictures? They went to America, right? So you have this new scene. And then when you look at Coming to America, when they hit the wedding, so the original wedding scene, right? The original, she's your queen to be. Before that part, they had this tribal, symbolic, beautiful. They literally did a African dance for like 2 minutes. And the shit was so beautiful because I have never in my life saw that. But one thing that stood out in the original movie is that after they did this dance, an angry black woman pushed through the crowd. Hey, Your Honor. And they were like, oh shit, a fat woman, right? And then she was like introducing Missy Money. So. And then that's when the big guy stepped up and he started, she's your queen to be. These motherfuckers at the end, they had John Legend singing, she's your queen. Number one, don't have this fake ass nigga singing fucking that song. He does not even reap the benefits of being able to sing a song that fucking beautiful. He does not embrace his culture anymore. There's no fucking way you can have this previous made nigga in the black community now sing a black. That's like our national anthem. You know what I'm saying? That's the national anthem for the black community. Everybody knows that song. She's your queen to be. If they did not have a heavy set black man sing, Ruben Studdard, y'all can't find Ruben? Y'all couldn't put Ruben in this movie to revise his old ass career from doing America's Got Talent? I mean, what was that? American Idol? Y'all couldn't put fat ass Ruben on there? You telling me there was no fat dude? The fattest dude on this movie was Tracy Morgan. How y'all take away all the fat people out of Coming to America, period? We still got fat black people out here. We need to embrace our fat black people. Y'all telling me y'all couldn't put Lizzo stinky ass in the movie? She could have been the lady that was playing Missy Money Dog. She could have been playing, not Missy Money, but the girl. It is the reason why I'm saying this, and I mean this with no disrespect at all. We love our overweight black people, but it is a difference. The assistant to the king that was singing, "She's your queen to be," you know that his diet was natural. Right? His diet came from the king. Everything they ate came from the kingdom, from the village and everything. He ate big because he was right next to the fucking president, the king. That's why the king was big. The king was big. Anybody remember kings? They were big. Why? Because they could eat everything they wanted to eat. They started off small, but when they reaped the benefits of a king, they started eating, and they neither got muscular or they got fat. Most kings, Alexander the Great, all the old kings, all of them were fat. That's why they were fat in this movie. Generals are smaller. Why? Because they fight. So Wesley Snipes in Coming to America 2, he fits the description of what a general was, but they got this nigga Pop Lockin as a general. Why is Wesley Snipes niggas shaking? Nigga, you a general. Are you fucking serious? That they want Wesley Snipes want to be back in acting so bad that they made this nigga act for no reason. Wesley Snipes is naturally funny, right? So we know this. So Coming to America, when they entered into the throne of the king, they knew they were on the fucking throne of the king. There would be no disrespect. When Hakeem said, "I'm going to America," and he was like, "The guess is what?" He was like, "Let them wait. Let them wait." That's how it came out. Let them wait. And they shut the fuck up. He's the king. In this movie, Hakeem, if he don't get a son, he's going to be killed as a king. What? You telling me your dad didn't have this nigga killed already? You tell me, as strong as James Earl Jones is in original Coming to America, he gets to the second Coming to America and he has no real power, and they openly are threatening your king. He's openly threatened. And then, I almost threw up. They put Michael Blackson in. They put Michael Blackson in Coming to America too. Was he in Coming to America too because he was African or because he was a comic? He was in Coming to America too because he was an African. So, honestly, being a fan of Michael Blackson because he only has his one catchphrase from Friday After Next, I believe that he should have been the general in this movie because Wesley Snipes looked it like the clown nigga. And Michael Blackson looked it like the general. And that is sad because Wesley Snipes has way more acting roles and acting credits than Michael Blackson. But because they cast it wrong, it looked it backwards. And the reason why I say it looked it backwards, I think they always put Wesley Snipes in a lot of bad roles. And he shines because he killed his role, but he looked like a clown ass nigga doing it at the same time, you know? Lisa looked sad. Let's fast forward, right? They go visit McDowell's, which is Lisa's father's McDonald's that he stole from McDonald's. It's McDowell. It's the last name of McDowell. So they got the nigga from Good Times, which I forgot his name because I hated his character in this. And then they had Louis Anderson, which is the original comic, that is still a fucking cashier. 30 years, my nigga, you still a cashier at McDonald's? If y'all remember Louis on the first Coming to America, he was like, I'm a washing lettuce. And 3 years from now, 5 more years, I'll make assistant manager. And then that's when the big bucks come. You still working for McDowell's after 30 years and you are still a cashier? He should have died by now. He should eat McDonald's the whole time. He should have died by now. Everybody knows you can't survive off McDonald's for 30 years and you move this white man over to Africa. You move this white man from Queens to Africa, but you would think that he would be running the McDowell's in Queens, not in Africa. Why would you put this white man over Africans in Africa with a black? It was just so disconnected from the original movie that I didn't start dictating. Like, I didn't break this movie down until I was asleep. I literally dreamed all this shit. I was like, man, I got to talk about this tomorrow when I get up. And it was removed from Black America. No matter how many Black characters that were in this movie, you had Leslie Jones, you had Tracy Morgan, you had a bunch of comics in this movie that were unnecessary comics. They were not even funny. My God, Eddie Murphy, you could have just casted yourself in every fucking role because the people that you had in these roles were not acting. They were overacting. Nobody fit. What they did is they took the worst part of Black America and they put it back in this movie, right? Which is what we saw only in the barbershop scene in the original Coming to America. That's all this is how bad the new Coming to America is. The white dude that was in the barbershop looked like a black dude with white face on. That's how he looked. I'm like, did y'all not have the budget to cast the right people, or not even the right people, but the face? Because the lighting was so bad in this movie. I mean, hey, I don't know who did the production side, but they were so bad. Eddie Murphy, you need your money back. And I think a lot of people saw this. That's why they made it free. It was not worthy. I would not even Venmo Eddie Murphy 10 cents for this. I wouldn't. Not if I had to compare it. Now, I say this. And this is the reason why I say this. The original Coming to America was not a 10. I put the original Coming to America a 6 out of 10. And the reason why I put it a 6 out of 10 because there's small technicalities in the movie that took away from the character base of the movie. The movie was so the original Coming to America was so concentrated on the Coming to America scene and that livelihood that when they finally made it to America, America looked like it was trading places. So and the reason why I say this because if y'all remember the original Trading Places movie with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy, that's why they put the music in there from Trading Places because they use the same setting, right? They use the same setting. So a lot of people that watched the original Coming to America, you were like, this ain't nothing but Hakeem coming into Trading Places because they actually put the same two kids in there. And then they fucked around and put the grandson of the kid of the, it was just, it was, the Dukes brothers. Y'all remember the Dukes brothers who he gave money to on the original Coming to America, who he got kicked off the movie in Trading Places. That was the setting. Eddie Murphy movies always go up, down, up, down, up, down. What it means is he takes a train track of previous movies and puts them in his common movies to make you remember the last movie. And when he did it in this context, it looked very bad. It looked very bad of white privilege because his son interviewed with his son in Coming to America 2 interviewed with the son from Trading Places, the grandson from the movie Trading Places, which is to stigma, is going to say they might hint at doing a Trading Places 2 movie, which is going to fucking be terrible. It's going to be terrible. If you plan on putting Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy in a new stock market movie, this is going to be so bad. Eddie Murphy, you might as well go ahead and just fucking shoot your career out the water because if you do this, black people ain't rocking with you. They already stopped messing with you when you openly started dating Johnny Gill and then closed it up and said you wasn't dating Johnny Gill. We know you date Johnny Gill. We know Johnny Gill live on your house. We know that. We don't care no more. Eddie, you funny. You can be funny. You can be funny. We don't care that you date Johnny Gill. Nobody cares anymore. So that's the reason why I'm saying this because you made Coming to America 2 basically show that you can if you're gonna update the bullshit, Eddie, you gotta update the fact of who you are in person. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it like this: is that there's so many different Hollywood lies that you don't know. Eddie Murphy and Johnny Gill may not be together. I don't know. I heard it was a rumor. I mean, Wendy Williams probably put that shit out there. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, you can see why people would believe Eddie Murphy and Johnny Gill actually dated and Coming to America. I mean, not Coming to America, but in real life, based on how he's doing this shit. It was like, Eddie, bro, are you basically everything that you're saying here in Coming to America 2 points back at the bullshit you did in your career. Because they even talked about how you can't say certain things like so in the scene when he walks in, and which is weird. The funniest part of the movie is the barbershop scene, which they put on the credits to get people to watch the movie. Why do y'all do this, Hollywood? Why do you put the funniest part of black movies on the credits? And then we watch the movie expecting to get that kind of laugh through the movie, and we do not laugh. If you laughed at Coming to America 2, you are a bad comic. That's why I look at this. I look at Coming to America 2 was an open mic, first time movie, and Eddie Murphy did not dictate Eddie Murphy. And this is what I mean, and I'll get ready to close this out because I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this bullshit. Eddie Murphy has never had to make us laugh. He naturally makes us laugh in his movies. Everybody, every single scene, it is a context of, that's funny. You don't have to make us laugh. You're going to laugh because the writing is beautiful. It's sitcom writing, and it's the Sanford Son original stand-up wow factor. That's what it used to be. The original Coming to America, there were so many different funny, laughing key parts in this movie that you were always laughing in those parts. There is no funny in this whole movie. And when I mean there's no funny, there's no funny. You look like you are looking at a bad time. And I hate to throw Tyler Perry under the bus, but I think Eddie Murphy just took Tyler Perry's title of bullshit stereotype movies. And that's what it did. And we're going to have to do a part 2 to this. So I'm going to do a part 2. I'm going to let y'all share this. I'm going to let y'all like this because I got to collect my thoughts because I'm still upset. This might be a 3-part series where I'm bringing people in to talk about this movie, and we're going to break this shit down. Thank you. Hey, my Venmo, not my Venmo, but my Cash App is on there, C-Suits Podcast, Cash App, $1.25, 50 cents, credits, whatever. Share this, man, like this, ask the questions, and I don't want to spoil the movie, but we're going to keep doing this because I review stuff. All right, thank you, C-Suits Podcast. Saturday, we are out of here. Get it, up.